Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Beardy Adventures. And as you can see, number one, we're in a slightly different surrounding. But there's a reason for that, and that's because of this lady. As you've all seen in a couple of my videos, and in many of Lauren's videos, is our little daughter, Minnie. So you're right in the camera there, aren't you? There you go, let's give you a little bit of treat, you come over there. So, we got Minnie coming up to 3 years ago in April 2014, didn't we? And we got her from a place called the Cat Protection League, which is where they keep all cats that can't be looked after from their owners anymore, cats that have been abandoned. So Minnie is originally from Russia, and then her owner brought her over here, and then her owner had to be put into a care home so she couldn't look after Minnie anymore. So that's when she got brought to the Cat Protection League. I never used to be a fan of cats. I was more a dog man, but now that has completely and utterly changed around because of this lady. So when me and Lauren decided to get a cat, we thought we'd just pop to the Cat Protection League to see what they had on offer. I'm slowly running out of treats, so as soon as this is done, Minnie's going to run off. Would you like to come around this bit and say hello to everyone? No? Okay. When we went to the Cat Protection League, we knew we needed an indoor cat because of the flat. We didn't want a cat, and we lived next to a main road, and we didn't want the cat, whatever cat that we decided to get, we didn't want the chance of them getting run over. So we was having a look around, and then they showed us all the cats that preferred to be homed indoors, and then none of them was really our cup of tea. And then as we was leaving, we said, are there no, have you got in mind? They said, well, we have got one more, so we'll show you her. I won't tell you her real name because we don't like to say her real name in front of her. So we had a look, and she was actually next door to a cat that we looked at earlier, because it was a bit like Lauren's mum and dad's cat from a few years ago before it sadly passed away. And then so we completely and utterly missed out on Minnie because we was focused on this ginger cat. And so we had a look, and then they brought her out, and then she stood up, and then we just instantly thought that we wanted you, didn't we? And then so we decided there and then that we wanted her. Because we only went there to look. We didn't even go there to actually get a cat. So we rang up our landlord at the time and just said, look, we've got a cat, can we have it? And he said, yeah, of course you can, I love cats. And that was it. And then the next week we went and picked her up. Now, the first day we brought her home, she was just roaming around the flat, and we just finished lunch, and so there was like a little bit of food left on the plate, and Minnie jumped up and started sniffing around. And then I walked over to stroke her, and she just hissed at me, didn't you? You wasn't very nice. And then all of a sudden I thought, oh my God, I think I might regret us ever getting her. But no, that was the only time I ever had any doubts about you, and that didn't even really last long, did it? I think straight away she favoured Lauren. I think because her last owner was probably a female, and so she took a little bit longer to shine to me. Actually, probably about 2 years, didn't you? I mean, she was happy with me, but she would never really let me do this for long periods of time, and she would never really sit on my lap. She'd let me stroke her, but she never really showed anything. But I think now this is it's definitely changed, isn't it? A few things about Minnie. I've always ever known cats to sleep sleep in one particular place. I remember we got her a soft bed when we first got her, and you was never interested in it, was you? All she wanted to do was just lay on the floor, and so she's never really had a proper bed. You change it all the time. Like sometimes she sleeps on the sofa, sometimes she sleeps at the bottom of our bed, sometimes she sleeps in the cardboard box, sometimes she sleeps on my work bag. It's anywhere, isn't it? It's wherever you lay your hat is your home. When we realised we had to get Minnie cut the first time, we just took her to a groomer's, and Lauren dropped her off at this groomer's place near where we live, and Lauren got a phone call so the guy said to them, okay, well, it's fine, we'll be about an hour, we'll give you a ring when it's done and then you can come pick her up. So Lauren pulls out, she says she gets about 5 minutes down the road, and then she gets a phone call from these guys saying, I'm afraid we're not going to be able to cut Minnie today. And she said, why? She said, well, she's been a little bit naughty. She doesn't really want to have her hair cut. So Lauren goes to pick Minnie back up, and there's there's an apprentice there with her arm up like that and just bleeding from where Minnie was naughty and scratched her, didn't you? It wasn't very nice to the young lady. So now we have to take her to the vet. It's just you have to be knocked out pretty much, don't you? Yeah, that's how much of a pain, and it's quite costly to get you cut. So once a year, probably about May or June, we'll get her completely shaved. And then kind of maybe towards the end of summer, if it's still really hot, then we'll just get her tummy shaved. Because sometimes it gets knotty because she doesn't let us go anywhere near her stomach. And one time, she was laying on me and I was just stroking her stomach, and I was like, oh, this is a bit weird. And she turned around and whacked me one. And then, so I now know not to do that again. She is certainly a moody cat, as you all might aware, but that's what we love about her, is that she's her own kind of cat, really. She doesn't really like people. She only really likes us. When people come round, she often hides away, and eventually she'll come out, and if people have shown her too much attention, she'll just disappear. She doesn't like it. But she doesn't mind us fussing over her now, but she never used to. She loves a laser pen, as most cats do, don't you? You like her. These are some of her favourite treats. She just has normal Persian cat food, don't you? And you do well to put up with this, really, don't you? Because we just constantly pick you up and we want to give you attention, even though most of the time you don't want it. Like, she's just got the weirdest. You've probably heard the meows in other videos, but she's got the weirdest meow, and it's really nice. I like it that it's different from other cats, because Minnie is a cross Persian. Don't actually know what she's crossed with, because Persians have really like smushed up faces like that. So Minnie has got the flat nose, but she hasn't really got a smushed up face. So it's kind of quite normal in that sense. But as you can see from probably here, she's incredibly fluffy, and she's probably just been sat in there in this whole shot. Yeah, so that's a few things about Minnie, really, that I just thought you guys maybe would like to know. If there's any questions that you've got about Minnie, please feel free to ask. I suppose we should come and feed you, really, shouldn't we? Yeah? What do you reckon? So, there you go. All about Minnie. And so I hope you enjoyed this little insight into a bit of the Minnie monster. And thanks for watching. And I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.